It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, nephew, thank you. Subject, I love the man that catfished me. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm divorced and my children are grown. I hadn't dated in years, but I figured I wouldn't have trouble meeting someone because I'm still in my prime and I don't look like I'm 56. I decided to try online dating and I was honest on my dating profile. I used a current picture of myself and I added that I am a grandma so there would be no confusion about my age. I quickly met a guy and he said he wasn't big on texting, so he insisted that we talk all the time. We have a lot in common and we're both interested in a long-term relationship, not necessarily marriage. After 2 months of talking, I wanted to meet him, but he was honest about his financial issues, the financial issues he was having, and he said I'd have to wait a while for him to come meet me. I felt myself falling in love with him, so I decided that at our age, we shouldn't have to wait for love. I purchased him a plane ticket to come meet me. That was when he opened up and admitted that he was falling in love with me too. I went to pick him up from the airport and I described my car to him. After a few minutes, I noticed a very tall, slightly chubby, and very light-skinned guy with a George Jefferson haircut waving towards my car. It was him. In all of his pictures, he was buff and he had a fade-style haircut and he was chocolate like I like my men. I told him that he catfished me and he got defensive and said he could go back home. I allowed him to stay because I honestly think that he's my person and he's in love with me too. We've had a few small hiccups since that day at the airport, but it's great to finally have a romantic partner. We're talking about moving in together soon. Am I crazy for staying with this guy after he catfished me? Yeah. And I definitely wouldn't rush into moving in together right away because there could be something else he's catfishing you about. You don't know this man. I mean, you said you guys are in love with each other. You love him and he's fallen in love with you. He finally admitted. This is after 2 months of talking on the phone. I'll say it again. You don't know this guy. And you have you thought about how this is going to work? He lives out of town. You need to see where he lives. You need to see how he lives. You need to meet his family, his close friends, his boys. You need to know something more about this man. Don't be so desperate that you start thinking about permanent things with this man just because you're of a certain age. You're 56. I mean, that would be a big mistake, and it can cause you to settle for any guy because you're 56 and afraid of aging and being alone. It's okay to want to be with someone. That's fine, but it's got to be the right person for you. This man has already confessed to you about not being financially straight, and at least he told you the truth about that, but he didn't apologize for catfishing you. Instead, he got mad and threatened to leave. These are red flags. These are red flags just staring you in your face. Please don't ignore them or you're sure to be sorry. Steve?
All right, the subject is, I love the man that catfished me. Okay, we'll get to the catfish thing in a minute. But first, what is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind? Have you lost the power of reasoning and thinking? The catfish thing, he don't look like his big chocolate buff picture. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's get to the part where he didn't catfish you. Let's go to the non-catfished matter at hand. You say you're still in your prime, you're 56 and you don't look like it. You tried some online dating, you used the current picture of yourself, you was honest with your age, you even told people that you were a grandmother so there wouldn't be no confusion. You met this guy online, he wasn't big on texting, so insisted that we talk all the time. Girl, you got to talking and found out y'all got a lot in common. Oh, 2 months went by. Talk. Y'all just on that phone, just running your mouth. 2 months online. You wanted to meet him. Now let's get into the non-catfish part. He was honest about his financial issues he was having and said I'd have to wait a while for him to come meet me. All righty. You already 56. You dating a man that ain't got no money. I know he don't, because listen to this. So I decided at our age, listen to me, since you're making decisions at your age, I'm trying to figure out how you came to this conclusion. I decided at our age that we shouldn't have to wait for love. Okay, cool. But what does that have to do with the next statement? I purchased him a plane ticket for him to come meet me. Lady, if this ain't off to a bad start, I don't know what is. You're dating and falling for a man that can't even come see you. And you're in a long distance relationship. I purchased him. That is when he opened up and admitted that he was falling in love with me too. I'll be doggone. You bought him an airplane ticket.
Hang on.
He in love with you.
We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23
Girl, you
minutes
better pick
after. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, I love the man that catfished me. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Parents, meet Miko Mini Plus, the small AI robot that talks to your kid and turns curiosity into learning.
And the deal is big. Right now at Costco, it's $79.99. Originally $149.99.
Screenlight, super fun, and built for reading, math, science, and creative storytelling.
Ideal for ages 5 to 10. Price and availability may vary.
Get Miko Mini Plus today at Costco.
And for older kids, see Miko 3 on Miko.ai and Amazon. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I love the man that catfished me.
57-year-old woman. Kids are grown. 56-year-old woman, kids grown, out the house, ain't dated in a while, decided to start dating. Went online, met a guy. The name of the subject of the letter is, though, I love the man that catfished me. So you all know what that means. That means that the person that you meet online was not the person you met online. He was completely somebody else. But before we get into the catfishing, let's talk about the real facts that's not catfish. Y'all got to talk for 2 months. You got a lot in common. We both interested in a long-term relationship, not necessarily marriage. Then after a couple months of talking, you wanted to meet him. But he was honest. Here we go. This the part where the ain't catfishing come in at. He was honest about his financial issues and said I'd have to wait a while for him to come meet me. I decided, here we go. This is where stupid kick in. I decided at our age, we shouldn't have to wait to fall in love. I purchased him a plane ticket for him to come meet me. If ever there was a relationship off to a bad start, here it is. That was when he opened up and admitted he was falling in love with me too. I couldn't believe it. I can. You done bought him a ticket. So I went to pick him up at the airport. Now, this is the perfect time to tell you that he's falling in love with you too, because you're on the way to the airport. I went to pick him up and I described my car to him. After a few minutes, I noticed a very tall, slightly chubby, very light-skinned guy with a George Jefferson haircut.
Wow.
So now here come Dr. Phil, walking towards your car. Yeah, you thought Morris Chestnut was coming, and here come Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil isn't chubby, though.
Waving towards my car. It was my him. In all of his pictures, he was buff. He had a fade hairstyle. He was chocolate, like the men I like. I told him he catfished me. He got defensive and said, well, I can go back home then.
What a response.
You got a lot of nerve, dog.
Yes.
You little chubby, going bald, fat, light-skinned, broke, and then you got the nerve to say, I'll just go back home, like you ain't wrong. I allowed him to stay because, honestly, I think that he's my person. Well, lady, why? What has he done to make you think he's your person, except tell you he was in love with you after you bought him a ticket to see you? We had a few small hiccups since that day at the airport. You mean some more lies came out?
More catfish.
But it's great to finally have a romantic partner. Romantic? We talking about moving in together soon. Moving in where, lady? He already ain't got no airplane ticket money. Moving where? He gonna move in with you or you move in with him? I promise you can't go there. Cause I stay at my mama house, wrote all over him. Am I crazy for staying with this guy after he catfished me? That ain't even the catfish. That's one thing. Cause he done threatened to go back home. Your problem is you had to buy him a ticket to come see you. He explained his financial situation. So he didn't even have the money to bring himself there, which means he don't have the money to bring you there. So now a man that don't have the money to take himself somewhere, he probably don't have nowhere to take you. What do you think this man lives in? He done probably sent you a picture of a big house too. He ain't tall, dark, buffed, and he doesn't have a fade. Nobody fades their hair from the top. Nobody. That's not how we fade. The fade starts from the temple area of the head. We don't run a razor across the top of our head and fade from the top down.
That visual is crazy.
Lady, what are you doing? Lady, listen to me. Run. Stop having a relationship with Dr. Phil. Stop. He chubby. He don't work out. And Dr. Phil ain't chubby, though.
Yeah, Dr. Phil.
But just the George Jefferson hairstyle, light skin. That's the Dr. Phil. This ain't who you got. And Dr. Phil got money. And Dr. Phil would have sent his plane to pick you up. See how this works? But you didn't get Dr. Phil, though, did you? You got George Jefferson's daughter.
All right, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and on Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.